Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here tonight, talking all about Jeff Hardy re-signing with TNA. It was announced today by Dixie Carter that Jeff Hardy was re-signing, and some people thought that maybe the beatdown that he received from his brother would be his exit from the company, with his contract ending at the end of January. And TNA going on the European tour, where quickly they could film a couple of shows. I believe they're filming 3 of them over there for the next 3 weeks, and then by the time they came back, Jeff Hardy would sort of be forgotten about. Maybe he would sign with WWE and end out his career there. But TNA really spending the money. It's been kind of reported a few different ways about the Pop TV deal. Some people say that TNA is not receiving a payment for their episodes. Some people are saying that they're splitting the rights fees, basically of the ads that are on the commercial. They split it 50-50 with Pop. Some people are saying that Pop is paying them. One thing you can look around is that basically TNA is trying to lock up exclusive deals with talent, where talent will be able to work indie shows, but they have to be approved by TNA. Some people say that was one of the negative things about working for TNA, is that TNA would sort of overprice the TNA talent to the point where bookers weren't bringing people in, and sort of it was nice to get this exclusive deal with TNA, but at the same time you have a lot of free time because people won't want to do it. I think the free time is one of the reasons why Jeff Hardy would want to be there. He is really a family guy who loves his wife and he loves his kids. He loves being home as much as he can. If you think about WWE's run with Jeff Hardy got in a lot of trouble being out there on the road. I think that Jeff Hardy is leaving a clean lifestyle right now, is probably the best way to put it. And, when he's out there on the road and he's working house shows, he's working television, and he has a lot of free time, is when you see Jeff starting to slip into that bad place that he's been at previous times in his life. I wish Jeff Hardy would have returned to WWE. I know that Jeff Hardy has stated a few times that he's sort of frustrated that TNA isn't really looked at as a major wrestling company. He did an interview with a company that wrote an article about him, basically saying that he doesn't really understand why they don't get the limelight, why people don't really look at them in the same league as WWE. I'm really rephrasing his words because I can't 100% remember the way that he put it, but he just was basically saying that, it never really makes sense why it hasn't been popping off the way that WWE has. Jeff Hardy has been the #1 star in TNA since basically coming there. He's been the champion a few times and always been the guy that they've sort of really booked around as being the guy. I don't know. I mean, Jeff Hardy, being in TNA, I just hope it's not where he ends his career there. You can look at the way people talk about Kurt Angle. Definitely, people. It's weird. If you look at Kurt Angle's Twitter, he comes off as if he doesn't have any regrets about not returning to WWE, but he tweets all the time that he wished he could have that last match. And it's sort of like in every TNA interview you see, whether if it's him going to a town and being on their morning show to sort of promote that TNA is coming to town to try and sell some last minute tickets to a house show or television or something like that. The question always comes up, are you ever going to return to WWE, even though it's a TNA appearance? And he always says that he believes that the universe wants to see Jeff Hardy one more time, and he'd love to give it to him, but he'll have to see what it comes to it. So Dixie didn't say how long this deal is. If it's 1 year, if it's 2 years, if he's just going to be signing deals like crazy, sort of like Bram. I would love to see Jeff come back. I think that Jeff definitely is a guy that we will see in the Hall of Fame, more than likely as a member of the Hardys. But if he did come back, especially with the roster that we have right now, Jeff would definitely be being used as the main eventer. And if you think about what it was like when Jeff left WWE, what year was that? 2010? Man, has it been that long? Shoot. 2009. It might even have been 2009 is when he left after SummerSlam. Yeah, it was. Damn, he's been gone for a long time. If you think back, Jeff was probably the number 2 guy in the whole wrestling business. Not just WWE, not just TNA, not anything. I mean, there was Cena and there was Hardy, and it was a distant, to get to third place. This guy was over. WWE could make him, where he was at one point. Jeff's got a big following. Jeff's got a lot of fans. But there's no doubt in 2009 he was one of the biggest names in the business. And I think WWE, with the exposure that they have, it is going to be a lot more work. I think they could get him to that spot. And I would love to see Jeff back in WWE.